unbelievable. And the Knicks red hot. They have been an offensive juggernaut. Sloppy turnovers. Oh, what a pass from Anunoby, and Bridges with the finish.
The Cavs are beating themselves with help from the Knicks. Make no mistake.
Brunson fakes, drives, gets inside. Lampy banks it home, and this is the largest lead of the game.
They're shooting the ball so well across the board that it can be demoralizing for the other team.
The Knicks are now 1 win away from their first finals appearance in 27 years.
You saw some New York alumni there in the game, and you got New York alumni joining the program now. Quentin Richardson, good morning to you, sir. All right, the Knicks have the Cavs on the brink. Jalen Brunson finished with a game-high 30. He is averaging 29 points a game in this series. How would you describe his level of play right now, Q?
I would describe it as he's playing at the MVP level right now in these playoffs. And right now in this series against the Cavs, he's really like at an MVP level, but he's playing against a team that can't stop him. I mean, I would dream to have that feeling to be in a series, in a big-time series, and make it to the NBA Finals where I'm playing against a team that can't stop me, and I'm playing at a high level. And that's life right now for Jalen Brunson. He's genuinely living the dream, being the captain for the Knicks, being a lead player, and being in a series where they can't stop him, and he's having his way.
They can't stop him. Nobody can stop New York. They won 10 straight games now at this point in this playoff. Meanwhile, the Cavs on the verge of being swept in this best of 7 for the 4th time in franchise history. What did you make of Cleveland's overall showing in Game 3 on their home court?
They lack the sense of urgency for the scenario. For them to be down 0-2 on their home court with a chance to try and get back into the series, they didn't have the energy and the effort that I needed to see from them. You needed to see all out effort, like playing with like nothing else matters. Like this was a game 4, like it was a shutout game for them, and they didn't deliver on the energy side of it. I can accept, guys not shooting the ball well, guys not playing their best, but the energy level should have been chaotic. It should have been an all-out sense of urgency to try and, get back into this thing, and it wasn't there.
You and their head coach, Kenny Atkinson, agree. He said post-game, we couldn't match their physicality, and we didn't match their energy. So that leads to this question. Do the Knicks get it done Game 4 tomorrow night and sweep the Cavs out of this playoffs?
I believe so, yeah. I don't have a broom right here with me. It's in the pantry, in the laundry room, in the pantry somewhere. But if I had a broom, I would have it out right now. I do believe the Knicks will sweep them and make it to the NBA Finals, and the Knicks fans will go into instant pandemonium. Well-deserved pandemonium.
We'll set up a day with either the Thunder or the Spurs in the NBA Finals, a place the New York Knicks haven't been since 1999. Game 4, we'll find out. Monday night,
Orange and blue skies.
On ESPN. Q said it. Much appreciated, sir. We'll see you soon.
I wish more than anything that we could take the camera from upstairs and record the conversations we had as we watched this game in Montreal studio. I've rarely had more fun watching any game with anyone. It was a blast. I want to try to give people the good stuff and narrow it down. The Knicks deserve credit. But you described Cleveland's defensive effort as the worst performance I've ever seen. Why?
The effort. When you talk about the time and situation, we're talking about good basketball. There's guys that realize, okay, we're coming home. We need a push. We need a little bit more. The first thing on the list should not be transition defense. That's something that you and the guys need to huddle up real quick on a free throw line. Nip that in the bud. Transition defense. 1-2 dribbles and then a blow-by straight line drive to the basket. These are all effort things. These are things that we look at as players and say, hey, do y'all know that y'all are facing elimination? You know, your whole season can go in the trash after this. And when I'm watching it, I don't see the faces of guys that feel like our backs are against the wall. I feel like it looked a little cool out there.
New York does shoot 56% in part because, to your eyes, you don't see enough pushback from Cleveland.
Yeah.
But the credit that New York is earning by virtue of stacking win after win on the road, not just wins, but double-digit wins, Amon, in a time of year when those are tough to come by. What are the Knicks showing in terms of a team that's now a win away from the finals and 5 wins away from a parade through the Canyon of Heroes?
Well, in a temperature of basketball that we are now playing positionless basketball, where everybody can do a little bit of everything. The Knicks have now shown and proved, no. You need a point guard. Jalen Brunson is one of those guys that we kept talking about has this tweener game. He wants to score it, but he's undersized, blah, blah, blah. What I've seen this playoffs is that Jalen Brunson can make adjustments. Jalen Brunson can actually go out here and bat singles. He can make the hockey assist. He understands a game plan that says, hey, you're going to make this guy beat you. Okay, cool. That's my guy, actually. That's my brother right there. Josh Hart can beat you. He instills confidence in guys. He keeps his turnovers down. He is showing us a real floor game from a real point guard mindset. And I think when we look at the other side, we start to say, who's playing point guard over there? What is the matchup? If we're going to sit here and act like the matchup at the end of games with Jalen Brunson and James Harden isn't the matchup, and that's not what we're going to focus on, who is his matchup? And when I look at that, I say positionless basketball, this playoffs just hasn't been successful.
And as we watched the Cleveland team tonight, that starts okay. I wrote down like hope is not a plan, right? Like you hope you're going to shoot better when you go home because you go 4 for 25 at the end of the game in the Garden in game 2. Yeah. Slightly better, but not enough better. And Donovan Mitchell is a guy that I feel is a star, but I want to see even more from him in games like this, particularly in this game. And I just don't get that.
Well, I'll give you a little story I had. During the playoffs, well, it might have been a championship. During the championship, LeBron James was out there killing, doing everything for us at both sides of the floor. T. Lue came in at halftime, raised both his arms up and said, Bron, I know you playing well. I need more. I need more. Bron looked around like, I'm doing everything. But we need more. And when you look at somebody like Donovan Mitchell, you know what he possesses to score the basketball first. But the effort, he is an athlete. I don't care. Honestly, you got the nickname Spider Mitchell. I don't care if you tired. I don't care if you banged up. Yeah. Do it without the mask. Save the bus. Save the girl. Take the punches, the broken ribs. That's why you're Spider-Man. Yeah. When I look at this team, I look at guys that feel like sometimes somebody needs to put them in position. Somebody needs to show them the way. No. Half the things that are going on with Cleveland is effort.
And I don't ever prematurely bury anybody, but history says they're done because no one's ever escaped out of it.
Well, luckily, I'm a guy that's been on the wrong side of, a record like this. Right. Whether anybody includes them in the conversation is irrelevant. If they can, first off, decide, one, we're going to take note to, honestly, just watch a little film. Let's watch some film and decide, hey, James Harden, 6 turnovers, 8 made field goals. You see where the problem is. Yeah. Let's watch some film. Blow-bys, people attacking you in transition, people attacking you in the half court. You have to see these things and say, I'm going to step up and I'm going to have some pride about it. And it's got to be a collective because I didn't see a lot of high fives from the Cavs today. I didn't see them bringing each other together on the free throw line. Mm-hmm. The effort, the I don't want to curse, to give AF, to care. It's nice to care.
This is where I was about to have one of our upstairs conversations and say, I don't think film's going to make any difference at this point. It feels like New York is headed to the finals. We'll have a conversation in a bit about what's going on in the West and what you see as we move towards Game 4 in the Western Conference. Iman Shumpert, more from him on the way. A Game 2.